Magic After Dark, The Quiet Storm, KG Smooth. It is a pleasure to have inside The Quiet Storm this young lady. I've been following her career for a very long time. When I first saw her in the group Rich Girl, and then today I found out as her phone goes off. And then, ladies and gentlemen,
just leave it to me to not be quiet in the quiet storm. And it's still out. And it's still out. Literally, I don't know why it's doing it.
I love this, though. This is why you don't get new.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Throw it out the door. I'm gonna throw it out the door. Hold on. Okay, it's on the floor outside.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm keeping all of this.
It's perfectly fine.
Sevyn Streeter.
Hi. I literally just threw my phone out the door because it would just start to have a life of its own. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am really, really good.
You know, a few years ago, you were up here, and I still have this picture of us, and I had on this jogger suit. It looked like a real suit, but it was like a jogging suit. Like the pants were it was very light and comfortable, and you
fire. I probably liked it.
You did. You was like, yo, this
like
is so dope. Like
it really does.
Every time I wear that suit, I get mad compliments, and all I can think about was like, damn, Sevyn Streeter was the first one to really compliment me on this when I first had it. So she's back. First. Welcome. I'm so glad to see you.
Same. Thank you.
I ran into you at J.H. Harton's weekend. You were here at the celebrity softball game. That was a lot of fun.
It was
weekend.
So hot out there. I about died.
It was.
And I'm like the worst softball player in the world. Like, I know you saw me strike out.
Yeah,
I'm sure you saw it.
You were there for a good cause.
I was.
It was a lot of fun.
Praise God.
You know.
Yes.
And now that we are here, I'm so glad that you're back. You know, I kill before I do.
Thank you.
Inside the storm.
Thank you.
And when you dropped Yernin, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. I was like, ooh, she got another one.
Thank you.
I can't play it in the storm because it's too fast.
It's okay.
But you
can play the original in the storm.
I can play the original.
You can play the original, the Gap Band. You can play their Yernin because their Yernin ain't going to never go out of style. Ever, 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 ever. You can play that anytime, any day, any place. Ever.
Talk about Yernin. What is Yernin about? I mean, ladies, if you hear the lyrics, I mean, you know what it's about. But give us Sevyn's interpretation.
Yernin for me, it really is. I say it for me. It's an anthem to all the naysayers and all the non-believers, and in every facet of the word. They're naysayers. Your ex can be a non-believer. You know what I mean? Just. Maybe your ex kind of like got a little too comfortable and he started sleeping on you a little bit and you didn't realize, or she didn't realize or he didn't realize that, you were the You know what I mean? Maybe they forgot. So yearning, you supposed to, yearn on them too. Sometimes it can be people in your workplace who may not realize how valuable you are and may not realize how great you are and how smart you are and how capable you are. And you can yearn on them too. It's really just a song about confidence and feeling great about yourself and not having time for the BS and the BS filled people. So I wrote that record. A lot of it was out of anger. A lot of it came from a place of, just confidence, a place of just creativity and comfortability and just being in a good place with myself. And that's what yearning is about. So, when people act funny with you and try to, downplay your greatness, you just yearn on them. Yeah.
Magic After Dark, The Quiet Storm. We're talking to Sevyn Streeter.
Yeah.
I like that about yearning. And you was throwing out the X. So let me ask this question: what did your last relationship teach you?
Ooh, my last relationship, and I want to be clear because people always think just because the last relationship people know of me being in was with B.O.B. I'm not talking about that.
Right.
But my last relationship taught me. Because what I realized I was doing, I literally was like, I almost felt bad about for the things that I accomplished and where I was in my life, all because he didn't necessarily feel like he was there yet. So I really felt like, I look back on it now and it was like, why do I feel bad if I want this type of car? Why would I feel bad if I want this type of house? Why? I'm not asking nobody else to pay for it.
It's mine.
I work for it myself.
Right.
I work very, very hard. And I would start to feel guilty for the things that I wanted and that I worked for, all because, maybe, he didn't feel like he was in that space.
He was having a sucker attack.
Yeah, I felt like that. And so my last relationship taught me to, not be, not embarrassed is the wrong word, but for the lack of a better word, embarrassed or feel bad for things that, I've worked for. You can't feel bad for the things that you work for and you've sacrificed for. I'm a big believer in rewarding yourself. You be smart and you reward yourself within your means, but you have to reward yourself in some type of way and be with someone who doesn't make you feel bad for that. They lift you up. They celebrate. That's right. They celebrate you and they celebrate everything that comes along with you. You know what I mean? But my last relationship kind of taught me all of that.
Well, it's cool.
Yeah.
And it's always great when you learn something from it.
Yes.
Now let's have a little fun.
Okay.
I hope it's safe to say that you're a songwriter first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very creative.
Thank you.
I love your writing style. And then when I found out that you was a Cancer, I was like,
you're a Cancer?
I am a
When's
Cancer.
When's your birthday?
July 2nd.
Yes, you're close to me.
Yeah.
I'm the 7th. Yes.
Yeah. We the good Cancers.
Yeah, we're the we are really the good Cancers.
No, we really are the good
like,
Cancers. People don't understand there's like three different
levels,
like tiers.
It's levels of this Cancer thing, okay?
In every sign there's three different kind of levels. We're right in the middle. We're the good.
Listen, we the good Cancers. We the gang Cancers, okay? Gang. Yes.
So you wrote for a lot of folks.
Yeah.
You got some bangers. So what I want to do now, if you can think of 5 of your favorite R&B slow jams and what they mean to you, and then I'm going to play these
that I wrote or that
either or.
Oh, okay,
either or that you grew up with, or songs that you wrote.
5 of my favorite slow jams. Okay, my number 1 favorite song in the world, period, hands down in the world, is "By Your Side" by Sade.
Oh,
it's my favorite song in the world.
How did that come about?
I don't know what it is. I've always said. I realize now why I've always loved it, and I loved it, and I didn't realize it until I started really, really writing myself, because I've always loved that song. It's my favorite song in the world because I feel like it's the most simplistic way to say I love you in a song. I don't name me another song that says I love you to that magnitude with as little words as Sade "By Your Side." That's that impactful.
I like that.
So that's like my number 1 favorite song. Another song that I love anything Anita Baker. I love Rapture. I actually referred to Rapture in Yernin.
Yeah.
I said, caught up in the rapture like I'm Baker. I'm Anita, check the conversation. Like, caught up in the rapture like I'm Baker. I'm Anita, check the conversation.
Yeah.
So I'll put Rapture in there. Yeah, I love me some Anita Baker, man. I love her.
That. Okay.
I met her recently at the BET Awards, and we had a really great conversation. She was just giving me advice about songwriting and about owning my work, and just about how to, not letting these labels, own me and tell me how to do me and how to be me. And coming from her, it just meant the world, especially at the time that I needed that. I needed to hear that
from Anita Baker. Wow,
from Anita Baker. So
that's
shout
super
out to
dope.
Anita. I love you, Anita. If
I
you
can't
listen
wait
to
till
this,
she
you
comes
are
through.
the GOAT.
Let's get it. Number 3.
Number 3. Let's see. What's the number 3? One that I feel like. The thing is, I love and I'm bouncing around a lot, but I love a lot of Brian McKnight. I love Brian McKnight. The Back at One album I've always loved. So obviously I love Back at One, but what's that song? I will credit Back at One. I feel like that's one of the most clever written, like, slow ballads. Like, it doesn't get enough. He don't get enough credit to me. I feel like Brian McKnight is like such an amazing vocalist and songwriter, so I got to give him that.
Yeah.
I'm always in my 90s bag. That's
and this is a perfect place. So 2 more. Give me 2 in your 90s bag.
2 in my 90s bag.
Who's that 90s female that you listened to and kind of studied and was like,
Let me see, 90s female. I can't say 90s female without doing a little Brandy. I do Brandy, Have You Ever?
The vocal.
That's just a classic. And she's the vocal Bible. I know you was about to say it.
Yes.
Yeah, Brandy's the vocal Bible. And she knows I love her. Like, first time I ever worked with her, I lost.
Let me tell you something so incredibly nice.
Mind.
Probably the nicest person energy that I have came just so genuine. And that's why when I hear the outside stuff, I'm like,
Brandy's amazing. I love Brandy.
I like that. Have You Ever? Okay.
Have You Ever?
And
that was a good
one more.
And one more, let me think. One more ballad. When I leave, I'm going to be mad that I didn't say something that I'm going to think of it later. But one more ballad. Let me think. There was Tony. There was Mariah. There was Whitney. There was
Mary.
It was Mary.
Faith.
Faith. You know what song I love by Faith that I've always loved? And it's like, I don't think it's even one of the ones that people go, oh, that Faith record. But what was the one? I'm looking at the video.
And you asking the right one because she's my favorite voice.
It must be a boy.
Oh, Never Gonna Let You Go.
Next to me.
Yeah.
And it can be the summer, fall, or spring, boy. 'Cause you make my heart sing. I wanna give my heart, my soul, my love to you. Oh, baby. Yeah.
If I could just voice my frustration with how you be putting out the music, like I'm like, dang, it'd be like single, EP.
I know.
EP.
Yes.
EP.
Yes. Album. Yes.
Single.
I know.
Single. So what we got coming up there? What is Yernin off of? Is this a standalone? Like,
no, I think that Yernin, and this is the thing. This go around, I get to do things completely my way. I haven't always had a chance to do things completely my way. I literally like cleaned house, so I'm free of everything and everyone that I was with in the past.
This era is about to be lit because cancer in his creative mind and being able to have control.
I'm in my most creative space that I've ever been in. I'm really, really happy, like extremely happy, and I just feel free. So the way we roll out music this way is going to be the way that I want to roll out the music. And I think I want to maybe put out a couple of singles right before I put out a project. But just give people time to fall in love with each single.
Yeah.
A lot of times I think, in the past, there have been a lot of videos put out and people didn't really have a chance to really focus on marinate on one song.
Yeah.
Probably It Won't Stop was the last time people were able to do that. But even after that, it was just videos and not really focused on, let's let this kind of live with the people and live at radio and let people fall in love with that, and then release another one, let them fall in love with that, and then release another one, let them fall in love with that.
And that's how it keeps your name out there.
Yeah, and then because I like to do it that way too, because it kind of lets me see what people gravitate towards, and I can really make sure that I put all the things that people love into an album.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to hear it. I've always loved your voice, your talent. You're just incredibly stupid dumb talented.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for stopping by the Quiet Storm.
No, listen, I'm sorry, I wasn't that quiet, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm not that quiet.
It's all
but
good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Incredibly talented Sevyn Streeter. The single Yernin is available on all streaming platforms wherever you buy your music. And it's a banger.
Thank you. And it has a Gap Band sample in it. That Gap Band
sample.
So I have to say that because a friend of my father's last thing. A friend of my father's was like, I was like, have you heard my new record? He was like, come on now, I'm the same age as your daddy. I said, well then you'll actually love it because there's something in there for you too. And he goes, really? Okay. And I'm pretty sure he's going to call me back in 30 minutes because I just said this to him.
Right.
And yeah, that Gap Band sample, I've had a lot of people that are my father's age or older or, older than me that go, oh, I'm so happy you put that. That's like one of my favorite Gap Band records. And so, it's something you listen, your mama, your auntie, your niece, your daughter, your cousin, y'all can all listen to it and vibe out.
I've been seeing women dancing to it a lot. And the last video I saw on Instagram, like Candy Burris.
Yeah.
And then
Candy was getting it. I was like, yes, sis.
You gonna have a little challenge to go along with this or something?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's kind of already started. I've been posting all the videos, and I go back to LA today, and I think me and some friends of mine gonna get together and have some fun and do our own little video, our own little challenge, because I can't let my street team put me to shame because they out here getting it. So it's on street team.
I love that name for your fan base too. That's dope.
That's my street team. Yeah. I can't let them put me to shame. It's on now. I challenge y'all to do hashtag a yearning challenge, and I'm posting all the best ones on my page at Sevyn, SEVYN.
That's what it is. Yes. Follow her and get the music.
Yes.
Get Yernin available now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We got more slow jams on the way. Majic 102.1.